What's up, everybody? It's your boy Backpack Mo, and happy 2026, man. I am here in my hometown of Washington, D.C. And you know what? It's been a tough year for a lot of us, but today I'm here to bring you guys to my hometown, show you some of the cheap eats and places that you guys can go around here. You know, we all trying to save that extra dollar here. So today, let's explore some cheap eats. Let's explore some unbeaten paths, some free stuff that we can find around the area. Let's go do it. All right, the first spot, everyone, is Joy Luck House. I'm about to go in there, grab something to eat. Let's go find out. Can I get one of the wonton soup? Just a cup?
Small?
Small, yes.
Anything else?
That's it, just that.
413.
Okay, absolutely. All right, after the long anticipated wait, I got the $4 wonton soup, and it is really, really hot. Now they did fill it to the top. This is the small, so I'm glad I didn't get the large. I haven't eaten anything all day, so this is my first meal of the day. Let's dive in. Ooh. Get one of those wontons. And they are rolled pretty big. Let's go. Woo! It's hot. I don't know if you guys can see the steam coming out my mouth. This is really good for $4. You know what I mean? This is the appetizer. We got more things to go. The soup is fresh. I would say it's kind of worth the wait. I mean, the broth is really good, not too salty. Everything, a healthy amount of vegetables in there. And you hear, like I said, you have these big old wontons in there that pretty much take up the entire spoon, what you see over here. So this is great. I enjoy it, man. Good starter. Let's go. All right, guys. On the way to the next spot, I decided to stop at the Kennedy Center. I've been here before many years ago. The last time I was here was back in high school. We actually did a play for Hamlet. And it's like I said, it's been many years since I've been back here. But one thing I didn't know is there's actually a rooftop bar at the very top, which you can go grab a cocktail or a drink. We've had the appetizer. Now it's time to get something to drink. Throat's kind of feeling parched. I want to go check it out. But like I said, if you guys want to come in here, check it out. You can see a lot of cool things that go inside of here. Many different shows, many different things that happen throughout the week. All right, let's go check it out before the sun sets. Let's go hit it.
He's got the ink, he's got the dreads, he's got that Hollywood spark. Now he's touching down in Tokyo. Y'all better clear the streets. Let's go. He flew in solo, no carry-on case. Custom kicks and a tatted up face. Samurai streets, but he walks like a king. Got fire in his chest and a tiger ring. Long dreads swinging, boots on the floor. He's kicked down customs in 24. He's loud, proud, born to roam. Backpack mode, just touchdown home. He don't care.
So usually they have this bar open from what I'm hearing, but at least this one is open. It would be a shame to come all the way up here and then you couldn't get a drink. It's one of the things, you know, sometimes places are closed and you got to get there early, but you know, it's the business type of life, you know, that you got to go to. So we made it here just in time to grab a drink. I really need one. It's been a long day. So let's find this bar. Look at this sunset, man. Amazing buildings and everything, man. It's so clean and so nice here. This is one of the things about DC that a lot of these things are free. You go to most other countries and you try to see, you know, many of their monuments and things like that. You know, you're gonna have to pay for that too. That's the great thing about DC and living in this area. Is we are one of the most powerful nations in the world, but a lot of these things are free to go check out. So it's one of those things you take for granted when you live here. You're like, oh, forget it. But you know what I mean? Like I said, it's been well over 15 years since I've been inside here. So go check it out.
Yeah. You know what it is.
All right, guys, and here's the coolest thing. No one is here but me. I have the whole city to myself. See the Washington Monument over there, the obelisk. You see all the other monuments, everything here, the iconic things inside of the city. This is a great time just to come and just explore it all. I mean, like I said, it's just me out here, on top of the world, on top of the city. Right across the street on the other side is the W Hotel, very famous, popular hotel. A lot of people will pay a lot of money just to get this type of view, which you would see. You'd be crowded with other people trying to take their little snapshots and everything. What I paid to get up here was absolutely free, and that's what I wanted to show you guys. So I'll let you know how expensive the bar is once we head over there, but just so you know what you get to see, this type of view, I mean, you're gonna get all the shots that you wanna see. And we try to get here right before the sunset, so you can kind of see. Nothing beats DC at night. That's what I say. I've been all over the world, but just the way that it lights up and everything is over here, nothing magnitudes that. This place is huge. Like I said, we're only in one part. This is the monument side, which you see over here. And then just so you know, DC is divided into pretty much 3 parts: DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Let's go check out the Virginia side on this side over here. As I mentioned, you got 3 different sectors what it's brought up in. I don't know if you guys can see, but that circular Ferris wheel. This side is the National Harbor, very, very popular. Maryland side of it, as you see over here. And then we're gonna bring you to the side of Virginia, down which is over here.
Yeah. You know what it is.
Very, very interesting, man. Just to have all these places that are so close to each other, but yet, you know, we haven't left the building yet. We're still on the rooftop, and we continue to walk. So, a beautiful day just like this. Think about this, we're in the winter, but it's right about 60, 65 degrees right now, and it's a rare occasion where it's never this warm here in DC. So to be able to capture this, taking advantage of it, and show you guys my hometown, my area, it couldn't have worked out any better. So, like I said, man, it's great just to be able to come back home and see some of the sights that I never really get to take advantage of, just with the busy lifestyle that that we all have to deal with. But it's beautiful, and it's kind of quiet and serene. You don't really hear like the honking of the horns and everything like that. Everything kind of just moves, poetry in motion. So over this side, you see Virginia, and then you got Georgetown. You got Georgetown over here. So DC in the center, Maryland over here, which we pointed out earlier, and then Virginia. All within that DMV area. So if you guys didn't know, DMV, that's what it pretty much stands for: DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So we're all here at one point, and couldn't have it any other way. Cheers. All right. So now that we've had the appetizer, we've had the cocktail. When we do cocktails, we don't go cheap or anything like that, so we had to go a little bit elevated. So this is going to be a little bit more on the pricier side, but I mean, this is DC, so prices are going to be what they are. I got the apple brandy fizz, which you see right here, finished off with a cinnamon stick, an apple wedge, and it's more of a seasonal type of thing, so definitely winter-ish cocktail. So let's try it out and let you know what it tastes like. Oh yeah, definitely more green apple. Nice little buzz to it. So first drink of the day. I had the soup, and now still kind of getting hungry. So let's go in and finish these, and then we'll move on to the next spot.
It's made with it's a beef meat made with this and Saint Germain.
Okay.
So this would be the base gin.
Right.
It's right here. Lemon juice, Saint Germain. Do a honey syrup too. And
Okay.
Lemon juice.
Nice.
Shake it up. Serve in a martini glass with the lemon one. And there you go. Wild business.
Nice.
All
right. Cheers. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Talk to me about it. So what's the story with it, or what's?
So the particular gin itself, so it's named after Oscar Wilde,
Okay.
19th century poet.
Yes, I'm familiar.
Author. Okay. Yeah. So the bottle here, some cool features of the bottle. So the bottle, the top is this Oscar Wilde's hand going around the cane, followed by the side of the bottle here is shaped like a book.
Okay.
And on the front of the bottle here, we have one of Oscar Wilde quotes: "I can resist everything except temptation." This is amazing to have on a gin bottle. Right?
Yeah.
So the bottle is purple. So we have 2 standout botanicals: bitter orange peel
Okay.
to give the gin its nice aromatic lift and a very subtle citrus zing mid palate. Now, the purple lends itself to the wild Irish heather, which is a purple plant that grows along the hillside in Ireland. So it's going to give a perceived lavender taste, but a little bit more so on the sweeter side, if you will, and that's why the bottle here is colored purple.
Yeah, you kind of taste that towards
Yeah.
the end of it, like at the back, like the back end of it. That's what I kind of recognize. Yeah, it's a little different from the most gins that I've kind of tasted before.
And that's the great part about it, because it's not like a flower bomb, if you will.
Yeah.
But it's a very nice, subtle,
Right.
yeah, subtle, accentuate the drinking experience a little bit. But the greatest thing about it is a very subtle gin. Most consumers that taste it can't believe that it's gin.
Yeah.
Because of its overall profile. So the juniper is going to sit in the background while the other botanicals take front and center on stage and dance along the palette, if you will.
I agree.
But very versatile gin. Get very creative with it, and the feedback has just been amazing so far.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think gin is one of those things where you bring it to people and they're like, there's that slight hesitation to it, right?
Understood.
But even we just took a shot earlier, and how many people are really doing shots of gin, right? You know, but
Exactly.
we took it and we were like, okay, I can see that. So what we work with, you know, especially like we try to blend a lot of cocktails. I travel all over the world, so I try to bring different bottles of liquor from all over the world, different spirits, and then kind of incorporate that too. The bee's knees is one of the classic cocktails that one of the older generations kind of knows about that too. So I'm interested to see how that kind of blends with everything just by tasting it itself. This is a very elegant bottle. I was wondering the design of it, so I'm glad that you kind of explained that too, because I was like, this bottle itself, it sells it, right? You know, just by walking by, I'm like, okay, what's going on with that handle over there? Like, that's, it's very, very interesting. So, we just try to bring everything, I try to bring everything from my travels and incorporate that. We work with another mixologist, and we just try to bring everything, to tell a story, right? Because like you said, everything has a story behind it, and every little detailed description of it, from the handle to the side, to the words that are written in very well. So there's nothing but to do it, but I guess try it out, see what it,
Every great drink should tell a story.
Definitely. All right, I'll take a sip.
Excellent.
So, we went to the Kennedy Center. Actually, we are in the Kennedy Center right now. And one of the great things about DC is that you never know who you're going to run into. You can run into a politician, you can run into a celebrity, you can run into a liquor rep like I did. And that's the great thing. So that's why I stayed a little bit longer. I was introduced to one of the great liquor reps, and he introduced me to a really great gin, and they took care of a couple of shots and drinks. So even though the drink might not have been in the quote unquote budget itself, it definitely worked out for the overall experience. You can't beat the view, you can't beat the environment, and just the overall exclusivity of the place. This is a very, very beautiful Kennedy, this center itself. Regardless of your political beliefs, it's great. There's a show currently going on right now, so like I said, that's totally separate from what it is. But if you really look at it, I basically only spent $18. I got, a shot myself, a promo drink, and another drink on top of that. So when you want to factor everything in together, you can't really beat that itself. We are going to the next spot. So like I said, shout out to the Kennedy Center and shout out to everybody that was here. The views, there's no price tag on that. No price tag on that at all. We are not done.
tickets.
You need tickets for this thing.
Yeah, it's free. You can get free tickets at the box office right over there.
You said free tickets? Oh, okay. All right, guys, trust me, as much as I wanted to stay for the concert, and it was free, right? So you really can't complain about that. Free entrance. The only thing I really paid for was a drink over here. So you really factor everything in together. Let's just say $18 just for the drink. I would stay, but you know, we got places to go. The night is not young, and we got more places to move on to. You get a free concert at the Kennedy Center, perfect view and everything. But you know, maybe another day, maybe another time. But hey, we got places to go and places to see. So let's go ahead and do it, man. All right, guys, this is the last place, Kabul Castle Kabob. I was recommended to hit this place. So, like I said, I have no idea. I've never been here before. I'm gonna try it out. It's one of the cheap eats spots to do. I got recommended here. They have some really good dessert, but I'm really hungry, so I really, really want some food. So at this point, I really don't even care what they have left. I need some food because I've had a couple of drinks. You know, Kennedy Center, they treated me well. It kind of threw everything off because, you know, we ran into the liquor rep. They gave us some free beverages on top of that. That's the one thing about DC. You never know who you're gonna run into. So, but now I need some food to really satisfy my stomach. So I'm gonna go in there and then check it out. Like I said, I have no idea what's in there, what the menu prices are, but I'm hungry, so let's go. What's up, brother? How are you? Thank you. Okay, what is...
Hi, how are you doing, sir?
Good, thank you. What's the wraps? Okay, I think I'm gonna...
Is it a social media post?
Yes, it
I
is.
actually don't want to be on social media.
That's fine. Okay, guys. So the whole idea of this video was basically cheap eats. However, you know, like I said, I came here. It's pretty late at night. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten that much. You know, the only thing that pretty much is on this menu as far as cheap is the dessert itself. And we are in Georgetown, so this is one of the most prominent areas, and you know, in all of Washington D.C. So I mean, money is going to be spent, and things are going to be a little bit pricier. However, as I mentioned, I wanted to get something that actually filled me up, and I decided to get the kebab itself. It came with a side of fries. It's about, I would say, $18, but it's definitely worth it itself. This is one of the things that I've, you know, like I said, I really wanted to do. So yeah, I'm gonna get down on this kebab. I mean, there's a lot of food to eat. I'm starving, I'm hungry. Let's do it. All right, first bite. I got the either lamb or I got the gyro wrap itself. It's packed really nice. Comes with the side of fries. Good flavor, good seasoning. It did, like I said, every place we went to took a while for the food to come out, but however, every place that we did, the food was great. So I don't mind waiting if the food actually tastes good. You know, it's not something that's just been kind of thrown together. Really, really good. I'll definitely, this will be my dinner tonight. Hopefully, like you said, you guys can definitely check out DC. The great thing about DC is that we have multicultural from all over the world, so you can get any type of authentic food representing every single country. And it's a melting pot of everything. You know, we're not just inclusive just to one thing. Anything you want to find out, everything in every country is represented. All right, guys, this concludes the whole cheap eats of Washington, D.C. Some places were cheap, some places were not. Obviously, this place wasn't the cheapest when you compare it to restaurants in D.C. It's about $15 for a wrap itself. I mean, it was decent. Like I said, I'm not gonna go and over promote it like, oh my gosh, it was the best thing I ever had in my life. But definitely it was something that, you know what I'm saying, fit my stomach. I was hungry. It's been a long day. We went to a lot of different places. However, that's the great thing about DC. You have the options to go to many different places that you go to. I was recommended to come here prior just because, you know, the dessert was, you know, primarily cheap. But however, like I said, overall, the whole experience of just being in the city, being able to go out, explore different new parts that I haven't seen before, parts like the Kennedy Center, you know, going out, meeting new people, having some really good drinks, and just enjoying the overall vibe and taking in the great weather for it to be in December. I have to take advantage of it. So, as I said, new year, 2026. I want to bring more and more stuff that's in DC and show it to you guys too as well. So we will stay tuned and there'll be more stuff coming through. All right, guys, take it easy. Peace. I'm out. Backpack Bo. Peace.